Welcome to the Crafty Stitches podcast. This is a video podcast about all of my crafting adventures, and in today's episode I have some socks to show you, my sleeveless top, and I made a swatch. Let's get into it. Good day everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariette, also known as the Boervrou, and I am from South Africa. Today is Friday the 20th of December 2024 and this is episode 78. This will be the last episode for 2024 and the next episode will be in 2025. Anyway, you can find me on social media as the Boervrou and there will be links in the description box for all my projects and everything that I talk about. Right, let's get started with the episode. Today I am wearing my first sleeveless top that I've knitted in Moya 100% cotton double knit in the colors rose quartz and bubblegum. I am also wearing my skirt that I made and that was a finished project in episode 77. I will add a picture here. I just decided that even though the top and the skirt does not go together, I'm wearing it like that today. I have no finished projects for this episode. I hope that you have something to drink and let's talk projects. My first work in progress that I want to share today is my socks. I am using my DB toe up socks pattern and I am making stripes. This is what I have so far. These are so fun. I am so happy that I decided to use a main color for this pair. So my friend Liani from Independence Yarn Craft and I did a little yarn swap, and the yarn swap was for 12 5-gram minis and I added the main color and the color for the toe and the heel. I did 4 rounds in the main color and 6 rounds in the yarn swap color. So as you can see, I must still add the last 2 colors. I already have 10. And then I will use the main color to knit the cuffs. And this is what I have left of the toes and heel. I absolutely love how these are looking. So I'm using 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon sock yarns, which has 366 meters on 100 grams. In the previous episode I was at these 2 markers, both from Annegret from Pincushion Crafts. And I am making the second size in my patterns and using 2.25 millimeter 9-inch circulars, and I'm knitting them at the same time, each on their own needle. This helps that the socks are the same size. This has happened to me before, that I have two different sized socks with the same stitch count, as I stressed more when knitting the one after the first sock, and then I had to re-knit a complete pair of socks to get them the same size. Stress changed my gauge, so this works very well. That is the socks. My next work in progress are my second sleeveless top that I am knitting, also from Moya 100% cotton double knit yarn in the colorway Peridot and Burnt Fudge, and possibly Topaz. I'm not 100% sure yet. It'll just depend on how I end the body. Alright, this is what I have so far. In the previous episode, I was at this stitch marker from Annegret from Pincushion Crafts, and I added all of this to the body, and I added the neckline. Very, very happy with my progress. At this rate, it may be done before January 1st. Let's see if I can pull that off. The next podcast episode will be on the 3rd of January, so I will let you know then if that happened or not. I added the neck ribbing of 2x2 rib, and it's amazing how much better it looks. Adding the neckline and finishing touches just pulls the whole top together. Here you can see I did some decreases to shape it a bit for the bust, and I'm currently increasing again for a little bit of A-line shaping so that it gets a little bit bigger at the hips. I need that little bit of extra space. I am using 3.75mm needles for the body and 3.25mm needles for the ribbing, and I love how this is coming out. Then the next project have not been started yet, but I have a swatch. So I shared in episode 77 the yarn for my next project, which is Al Cotton's 4-ply 100% cotton yarn in the colorway Coral. This is the yarn, and this is the colorway Information. So I did make a swatch for the project. I like the feel of this knitted fabric. I used 3mm needles for this and knit the swatch flat. I decided to make this top sleeveless, just like this one, but in a 4-ply fingering weight yarn. So I need to measure my swatch and do some maths, and then I'm ready to cast this one on. I'm looking forward to this one too. I want to wear it with this skirt. I'm very interested to try out some short rows to add more fabric to the bust area. If you have ever done that, please let me know in the comments. I would love to get any tips that you might have. I thought I can try that as the top will be in one color, so it should not be that visible. And that should allow the front of the top to not have that curve that they usually have. I am looking forward to it, and I already have the skirt to go with it, so that is a bonus. That is everything for projects that I'm sharing in this episode. I do not have much to share with you in this section of the podcast. I am on leave now, and I'm trying to get some rest so that I'm ready for the new year when it arrives. This year was actually a tough one in a lot of ways, but I have learned from every situation that I found myself in. And I think the most valuable lesson that I've learned this year was to figure out the good in every situation that I found myself in. It is so easy to focus on the bad thing that happened, but if you just look a little further, you might be surprised at why that happened the way it did. I choose to see the glass half full, and that makes a big difference on your mindset. Just because life does not go according to your own plan does not make it a failure. Life's a journey, and sometimes it takes very strange routes, but it's still worth it. So with that, I want to end the last episode of 2024 with my wish for you. I wish for you that 2025 will be filled with love, joy, and peace. May gratitude and abundance be your companions for the next year to come. May your mind and home be filled with joy, love, and laughter. Enjoy every moment and be present as much as you possibly can. Until we speak again, happy crafting. Bye.